It's hard to imagine what my life was like before the chaos, but this is my life now, and this is going to be a very quick catch up because I've really got a good reason why I've been super quiet. I've lost 3 videos that was in progress. Basically, the only thing that was left, last resort, in order to gain any sort of access was to factory reset my machine, and I unfortunately failed to back up my ongoing edits. And there was one video in particular that I spent a significant amount of time editing. Yeah, I lost it, and it's just really super disheartening. Or I'm disheartened. I don't know, is that... I struggle with language. For those of you that have stuck around, I don't know why you have. Let me tell you what happened. Yeah, okay, hold on. Try to find my tripod to make it easier. My life's chaotic. And as I'm editing this, Final Cut Pro keeps bombing out on me. By now you guys should know my level of pro gear for capturing all of my videos on my old phones. It is so exciting to be filming again. Okay, so, update. The only reason I have time to film today is because Bree was kind enough to give me some headspace, and she's taken our precious little baby girl to go visit her parents. So I'm super grateful. I used to kind of measure my productivity sun up to sunset, moonrise to moonset. I don't know if that's even a thing. But now it's not even one day at a time anymore. It's 1 feed at a time. If any of you have had a newborn or have a newborn or are expecting or want to have kids, your life completely flips upside down. Sometimes I think, yeah, last week, and then it's like a day ago. I've not gone to a gym in like 3 months. I'm quite curious to see if I can still do a pull-up. I'm a dead hand. I still got it. I've lost 3 videos that I was supposed to post, but obviously every time I've lost a video, it was a lot of work that just like went down the drain. So that was really tough for me. I'm sorry for taking so long, but I am sort of a victim of my own brain sometimes. Without overthinking it, I've been trying to figure out like, how am I ever gonna get back to YouTube with a baby? Time is scarce at the moment. I mean, it's hard enough just fitting in my work and being supportive of my partner and being a present, active parent. But I have got a few things that I want to sort of work on, some things I want to put my focus and attention into. What I'm doing, is it actually helping me heal, progress, and move forward? Because since the birth of my daughter, I have never felt so much ambition to self-improve, because I don't know if I'll be able to play with my little girl the way that I would have wanted to. Running around, chasing her, like going to the skate park, doing things that require a lot of physical activity, because my pain is unpredictable. It's all consuming. So that brings me to another point. My pain has been through the roof, most likely because of lack of sleep. So my nervous system is overwhelmed, and my SI joints and my hips are just, it feels like acid or like lava. It is so painful. It kills me because I love to cuddle her and I love to spend time with her, but it's not without like excruciating pain, because I'm holding her and I'm making like grunts and sighs and things. I don't want her to feel like she's too much. Luckily, she's still very little, so she doesn't really get it. But it's really hard for me because, I hate crying. My body's natural response. I'm a super emotional person. I'm not a fan. But here we are. I have actually gotten back on my skateboards. I've seen some improvement in terms of like my foot health. My balance has improved a little bit. Let me just give you a quick diagram of like where my areas of pains are. I've got my hips, the SI joints, weakness somewhere there. I can't quite get my finger on. I've seen physios and people for so many years. I mean, I currently see a chiropractor, acupuncture, physical therapist, physio. I think that's it, actually. They're sort of helping me just try and like stay above it. My quad muscle tends to get overly tight. And then I've also got the issue with that little muscles in front of the shin leg and then going all the way into my foot. All the little toes are sort of hard to activate when I walk. I don't understand how to put my feet down onto the ground because it's also been so many years since I was able to like run and walk. I've forgotten how to walk. So skateboarding really helps me stabilize my hips more. Some days I go skateboarding, I feel better. Other days I go skateboarding, I come back and it's a little bit worse. You know, my body is not what it used to be and it feels very foreign and unfamiliar to me. More evidence. This channel is supposed to be about doing what I love. That's been a challenge because the things that I love doing are things that I cannot do, which is probably why making these videos have been so challenging for me, because how do I create content about doing what I love if I can't do what I love? Eventually I'm going to figure out the sort of cadence and what the content looks like. But in the meantime, my goal remains for building up like baseline strength. It's not to say that when I used to be more physical that I didn't have challenges and issues. They were sort of masked. Because when I had that big injury, it made my leg atrophy, which means it very drastically like increased that imbalance in my body. Here are my skateboards that I've got. I think it's a 7.75 inch. I've ordered a 10 inch, which should be about there in width. It is a Tony Hawk skateboard. It got a little bit damaged because I lent it to my neighbor who was moving trees and plants and things because he was really into his gardening. At the time, I didn't think that I would ever be able to skateboard again. I've decided to give it a go anyways. I have this one, which I actually got for free. I wanted to put on these sort of a trainer. It means that I can practice tricks without actually moving. You see, I'm just like there. And then obviously I'm getting the wider ones. I'll eventually have 3. My other interest, I want to do more art therapy. For instance, I don't like the bottom of the skateboard. And since this is my life now with a baby, I know she's gonna look up to me. A kid doesn't ever do what you say. They do what you do. That's some delivery. This. Is it what I think it is? The content doesn't move right. Look at his face. My favorite brand since childhood. As a kid, I had like a double cupboard door kind of like that in my room, and I would just collage the whole thing. Skateboard and surf imagery. We didn't live at the coast, so I couldn't surf, and we lived in a very dangerous part of South Africa, so my mom didn't trust us to go to the skateboard. And then our driveway was like super steep into like spiky gate, so it wasn't a very attractive option. You would probably impale yourself. 2 more big ones. Watch the space. If I get to do what I love, aside from my career, baby, and family, doing what I love basically means being super fit, skateboarding, and making art. There's a competition with a deadline being, I think it's the 28th of this month. Don't really have a lot of time, but I do believe maybe my next video would be where I've probably been working on these deck designs. I don't really know what exactly I'm going to do. Wish me luck, and then yeah, we'll see what comes from that. Thank you so much. Stay classy. Take good care of yourself. Remember, self-care is important. Thanks for your time.